they hung him on a cross. And you may recall that he wasn't the only one there hanging on the cross. There was two others there with him. And I challenge you tonight, as we take a look at these guys, that you kind of see where they're coming from. They're different peoples. And so I'd like to read you what the Gospel of Luke says about those that were there hanging on crosses with Jesus. There was a written notice above Jesus which read, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked him. "Don't you fear God," he said, "since you are under the same sentence? We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered, "I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise."
Where am I? Where? This can't be right. This looks like heaven. What am I doing in heaven? Let's see. Streets really are made of gold. That's... Oh! Did you see that? That was an angel. Hey, hey, hey. It's 55 through here. I'm just kidding. Oh. Moses, right? Hey, it's nice to meet you. Wow. How did I get to heaven? This doesn't make any sense. Oh. Hi. Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing. I think there's a mistake. I shouldn't be here. No, I really shouldn't be here. This is heaven. No. What do you mean? What story? Start when? Okay. Okay. My name is Dismas, and I'm a thief. I've been a thief for a long time. It started when I was real small. See, we lived in Jerusalem, but my family didn't have any money. You know, there'd be some days. Well, I remember where it started. I was out playing with my buddies. That's when you're a kid. That's one of the greatest things you can do. And we were playing all day. Well, I got up that morning, I went out the door, and we're out the streets, and we're having a great time. And it's starting to get dark. And so, man, I've been working hard all day, right? You know, I've been going full speed. I wonder what's going to be for dinner. And I remember my parents talking the night before that there might not be any dinner tonight. That's hard to think about, man. But I was walking home, and I smelled it. Oh, I smelled a pie. Now let me tell you something. When you're hungry, nothing smells quite as good as that, does it? It does too. But I was walking home and I smelled it, and I thought, where? And I saw it. I saw someone had made it and left it sitting on the windowsill. And it smelled good. And I was hungry. I was really hungry. So I, nice and casual, made my way over there and sat down by the wall where the window was. And looked around. Nobody's paying attention to the little kid, right? Looking in the window. Nobody. So I grabbed a handful. Oh. Nothing had ever tasted so good to me in my entire life. I got some more. And without thinking, I just grabbed it and I ran home with it. And I told my parents that somebody on the street was selling them and they had dropped one. They said I could have it, which is why I was, messed up. And that's where being a thief started from. And as I got older, I went after more than just pies. Gold, silver, jewels, and when you go after that kind of stuff, sometimes you're going to kill people. And I did. I carried a dagger in the sleeve just in case. And so, you said a few days ago, I got up, I got ready, and I knew today had the possibility of being a big day, because it was Passover. And let me tell you, the Dukes come from everywhere to Jerusalem for Passover. They are all over the place. They look weird, they talk weird, they smell weird, but they bring money with them. Okay. So here I am, passing through the crowd. Nobody notices me, because I've made it my job to make sure nobody notices me. And there is the perfect target. He wears weird clothes. His hair is done up strange. Talks with a weird accent. Yeah. Perfect target. Because on his hip is a big, fat money pouch. Well, guess what, right? He had it tied on there. So I cut it off. So I crept up. Knelt down. And I started to cut. And somebody shouted. And he turned around, so I tossed it to my other hand. I'd done this 100 times before, and sank it right into his lung, so he couldn't scream. And he dropped into my arms. This isn't how this works. He looked up at me. And he couldn't talk. But his eyes looked at me. Why? Have you ever looked in the eyes of someone you just killed? Money. And I couldn't move. I stayed there with his blood on my hands and my clothes and holding this man I had killed in my arms. Not the way it's supposed to work. And I stayed there till the soldiers came. And they picked me up and marched me to the palace. You can't believe. And they threw me in a cell. And I put my back to the wall, and I was going to stay awake. I was not going to fall asleep in a pitch dark room in the palace, because there are rats there, and I've seen what happens when a rat chews on somebody. So I sat there. I don't know how long. But when you know what I knew, when you know you're going to die before the day's out, everything stretches out in front of you.